Hello, this is your author Mark coming to you with another interesting discussion. Um, I was thinking about this for a little bit, and I come to the conclusion that I would like your opinion on this. What do you guys think about this? Because you know, there's a lot of talk now on reducing the inflation and all these other things. But in my opinion, no matter what the President Donald Trump does, none of his things are going to work because now I'm going to agree with you that in America, yes, the economic inflation is way out of control. That's a given. But no matter what the United States Congress does or whatever the president does, it because none of the economic, how can I put this? None of the economic solutions to this crisis will work. And that is because America is still printing money. They printed too much money. First of all, they there's way too much money being spent on foreign aid for to any country. So if they were serious about doing something about the inflation, they would the first thing they would do is cut off all foreign aid. But in my opinion, that's not going to happen anytime soon. Now, so you might be asking, okay, Mark. So what is your solution to this economic crisis? And to be honest with you, and I've been asking myself this question, and I've been pondering it, and unfortunately, I came to the conclusion that in order to actually solve this economic crisis that we find ourselves in, such as our electric bills are too high, gas prices are still too high. The I mean, our basic food has gone up. So in my opinion, the only solution to this, I'm going to say, economic problem is, unfortunately, a total economic collapse. Now, I know what you're thinking. Some of you say, Mark, are you crazy? Now, I gave this some thought because I'm not sure if you guys remember back in grade school, we used to have these computers called Apple. Okay, Apple IIc. That's what it was called. One of the older Apple computers, Apple IIc, where from time to time you had to press Clear Alt Delete in order to do a reboot because the computer's memory was too clogged or the computer was running so you still had to press Clear Alt Delete in order to reboot the system. Now, in my opinion, this Alt Clear Delete in our economic situation would actually be the economic collapse, because what I would figure we have, because to be honest with you, no matter what they do, in my opinion, we're going to end up in the same place, which sooner or later, because of printing money and all this unnecessary spending, and all these other perks, all this other spending that they're not cutting, now we're going to end up in the economic collapse. But in reality, what I would personally do right now is collapse the system, reboot it, basically, and start, and make sure the balance sheet is on the up and up. Make sure our gold reserves are up on the up and up. Then because what I would do is collapse the system, then reboot it, and then try to fix it. Well, I know that this might be too harsh for some of you, and not a lot of people can handle that, but in reality, in order to, I mean, because I was looking at the economic data itself, the dollar itself is still losing the power of the world reserve currency, and all these other stuff. So our financial system has to be rebooted, and then it can be fixed. Now, are we go? Unfortunately, in order to fix it, ladies and gents, fix this economic system, we will have to cut spending to the bone, and yes, believe it or not, there's going to have to be some reforms of the Social Security system. There has to be some other financial fiscal responsibility to take place. I mean, the thing is, and don't tell me that our Social Security system cannot be fixed, because in Europe, they already fixed the system, and what we call, for example, in Poland, they have something called ZUS, which is it's pronounced Zeus in Poland. What that is like when you work for a company, you of course you get your taxes taken out for Social Security, but here's the kicker. If you have some extra money, you can put away some of your money to what you call retirement and your health your health account. So would I be a person for privatizing Social Security? Yes. I mean, yes. Let me tell you something. We will always need Social Security. That's a given. But if people if people could put away some of their money into their Social Security like they have it in Poland, then that would ease the burden on the Social Security thing, and it would make it a lot easier. Now, like I said, would I be for privatizing Social Security and let people have a private account? Let them manage their money. Yes. Now, some people may say, "Oh, this is crazy. This is nuts. Whatever." Well, excuse me. In that case, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a reality check. If for example, if we private, because and this is how it would work, if we privatized the part of your Social Security, then for example, if you wanted to put money away into your Social Security fund, then you wouldn't eat that or for example, you wouldn't go to McDonald's to actually for that Happy Meal. But for example, you can take that dollar, that $10, whatever, and put it into your into your retirement fund. Now, I know that we have IRAs and RRAs and all these other things, but I personally think that privatizing some or all of the Social Security is the answer to actually save it. But is there a political will to actually do what is necessary? Well, right now, yes. Now, when we talk about the reform of the reform, I already mentioned this several times, I guess. But when we talk about reforming our economic system, then in that case, we can do this. Of course, it can be done. This reform of the economic system can be done. However, ladies and gentlemen, everybody will have to contribute. That means people with disabilities will have to contribute in a small way. Everybody has to work. Now, some of you saying, "Oh, this cannot be done. This is crazy." I know what you're saying. You're asking the question, Mark, have you taken your medication today? Whatever. But look, this is already being done in places like Israel. It's being done in what do you call United Arab Emirates. It's being done in Qatar and other places. It's actually being this reform of the Social Security system is actually being done. For example, in a small country like Poland, for example. Now, is it working well for them? Well, I'm not really sure. But look, I know that my opinion doesn't matter much, and my ideas may suck. Some of them may not be so good, and some of them may not work, and some of them may work. I don't know, but my ideas, in my opinion, are better than just sitting here and like putting up with this inflation and all that stuff, because no matter what they pass, whether they pass the Inflation Reduction Act, this or that, it's not going to work, because our economic system, it's too overloaded with printed money. We don't know how much gold, and if we even have gold in our what do you call in our Federal Reserve Bank. So in this case, the only way to actually fix it is basically to collapse it and to start all over again. It's the same. It's the same as like it's an example that I gave, like with the Apple computer where we used to play. The command was Alt Clear Delete, and then after we reboot the system, what this would do is actually flush the economic system, clean it, and then we would get a clear slate. Now, if you like this, you can get in touch with me on Facebook. You can make a comment down below what you think about this. You can get in touch with me on Facebook, Twitter, and also you can get in touch with me on Instagram as well. So I'm going to say goodbye.